Cause we could be kings and queens and highs and lows and whys and foes and anything that goes. And together we are closest. We could be your chosen, your best. I know, cause we gon' good together, baby. Cause we gon' good together, baby. Cause we gon' good together.
So, I was working at checking the cash, and that had to be one of the worst places I ever worked in my life. I mean, even though the first day I got there, I was a manager. I got promoted to manager my first day at work because they wanted me to take on the store in the hood. And, I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I can deal with that. I mean, it's cool. And, I'm thinking like, okay, it's going to be safe, got the glass and everything up there. No, not at all. It just was, man, all it was me and my Mexican homeboy Javier, and no security whatsoever. We were just sitting off in there, like two people just ready to get robbed. And plus the job was just stressful for no reason. I mean, he was getting paid $8 an hour and I was getting paid $9 an hour. I had 2 kids at the time, so I'm like, what? No, this is not going to work, so I need to do something better. So I was like, all right, I'm going to have to go ahead and quit this job because this is just not going to work for me. I mean, I got stuff, I got to do. And at this time, man, I just got out of a relationship a little bit time ago, and, I'm like, all right, that did not work. That was one of the worst relationships I've been in my life. It was terrible. And, I was in a transition period. $9 an hour is really not getting no nice apartment. And plus, with 2 children, I'm going to have to figure out something I have to do. So I moved back in with my parents and whatnot, and I was looking for a different job, looking for a different opportunity so I can grow and actually do something for, my 2 children and be able to be a father and not be a deadbeat or whatever. And I mean, it was just too stressful. So I was like, all right, I sold cars before, I really didn't want to do that again, but I got to do something. So I worked at Eddie's Toyota, and it was cool and everything like that, but they changed a lot of stuff about how they was paying the salespeople and stuff like that, and I was like, man, I can't deal. That's not going to work for me. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to try Rusty because it's a high volume store. I was like, well, okay. It was like number 4 in the nation of high volume. So I'm like, man, them dudes over there getting paid. So I'm like, bet, I'll be able to do that, get my little money and do what I want to do, like photography and stuff like that. And I went up there, and the guy interviewed me, and the interview process was me demoing the car for a customer, for him, actually. He was acting like he was a customer. And, I used some of my little techniques, and he was like, great, you start whenever you want to start Friday. I was like, cool, and it was the last day of the month.
Yeah, let me be your one-stop shop. Pick you up when you won't eat, pick you up when you won't feed. Be your guide, I be your eyes when you can't see. I be your L when you can't breathe. I give you game, but it ain't free. You gotta be down for the play. When we up, we can shine, be prepared for the grind, cause the leg can break down in the day.